Hi everyone, Dave here from Charest Studios, and tonight I'm out in the greenhouse and I wanted to show you guys my routine for all the plants in here and some of the ones out here in front of my studio. I have some cantaloupes and coolers out there as well. But basically I wanted to show you my routine because to take care of all of this in here and out there, it basically takes me about 15 minutes, averages 15 minutes a day or so. Yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there because hydroponics, can be quick and easy. I think it's a lot less maintenance than soil gardens. I do grow some things in soil. I got some corn and some green beans and winter squash. But most of the other stuff that you'll see, tomatoes, peppers, melons, that's all hydroponic. And I don't have that much this year because I have a lot of other projects going on. And it's just my wife and I, so we don't need a whole lot. Although I do like to preserve the harvest, dehydrate my tomatoes and sun-dry stuff and save the herbs and stuff. But still, yeah, so this year is a little smaller. But anyway, even when I have the whole thing filled, like this side doesn't have that much on it. I did lose one tomato plant this year from, I think it was heat, and I'm glad it didn't affect the others. But anyway, let's get into it. I'm going to show you guys around really quick, and then this morning when I took care of everything, I put an action camera on my chest, and I did everything, so you'll get a hands-on view of me doing all the filling up all the buckets and making the solution and stuff. And you see how quick it is, and you'll see, I'm going to show you around now, but you'll see more of the produce of what's growing on in here. Mostly the biggest and best thing is the cantaloupes. I love the cantaloupes, and they're doing so good, and I'm happy because we got a lot of them in here already, nice like that. And outside has just started blossoming, so I'm glad about that because we have a little staggering. I planted them all at the same time, but the ones inside, because of the heat, I guess, are growing so much faster than the ones outside. So that's one thing I learned this year. But anyway, I'll give you guys a look around, and then I'll show you my morning routine of what I do out here every day. I like to top off every day, everybody, because I don't have giant containers. Yeah, because I don't have them, and I'm using what I got. So guys, this is my normal morning routine out here with the hydroponics. So I'm taking a look. I got my action camera on the chest mount here. Here's my cantaloupes. They're doing pretty good. Looks like we got a red tomato over there. We got lots of hydroponic. I forget what these are. Korean hot peppers. So as you can see, guys, we got a lot of peppers up in here. I'm about to mix my solution, so I figured I'd take you guys along for what I do for care out here. We got a nice tomato right here. And I mixed up my base for the solution. I'm using my master blend, which is 2 teaspoons. I first do 2 teaspoons calcium nitrate, and I mix it up in this little mason jar. And so I put in 2 teaspoons calcium nitrate, mix it up, then I put 2 teaspoons master blend, mix it up, and then finally 2 teaspoons of Epsom salt and mix it up. And I can see there's a little sediment in there, but I'm not worried about it because I'm going to mix it up with the hose when I get it in this bucket here. So I got my hose on here, rinse my bucket out. So I just pour my liquid right in there. I don't know if my camera is moving around. So that's where I usually stop. There's a little line on a lot of the buckets. You can tell more on the white buckets, but it's about an inch down from the top. And now I get my watering bucket so that I can water easier, and I'll fill up the watering bucket with the mason jar that I used to mix my base in. Now I already have solution in here from yesterday, so I'm going to go ahead and just check this one. I usually use about one of these in every, let's see, this is a 1 gallon container, 1-gallon watering bucket, and I use it because it kind of gets in there easier than trying to pour from a bucket. And I usually use almost a whole gallon in there. Not quite. Some days I use the whole thing. So I used most of it. Now I'm going to go top it off so I can add to my cantaloupe bucket here, and then the cantaloupe cooler over there. Cantaloupes are doing really good, guys. As you can see, we got a cantaloupe down in here. We had a cantaloupe up in here. We got another one on top over there. Another one on the ground over there. And what's nice is the cantaloupes inside the greenhouse are almost ready, whereas the cantaloupes outside the greenhouse are just starting to flower. So we'll have a nice extended grow season that way. So let me get another bucket of solution. So what I do for this is just scoop in and pour. Hope you guys can see this because my shirt is probably, it's on my shirt, the camera's on my shirt, so I tuck my shirt in, maybe that'll work. So I just fill up. Sorry if the camera's a little jiggly. Like I say, this is just an action cam mounted on my shirt. So now I can go ahead and top off these other buckets. You can move these vines around. They were growing all over in here, so I kind of put them to the side. So I just lift up the bucket lid. I don't snap them on tight because I know I'm going to be filling. And I can keep an eye in there and see how high it is. You don't want to overfill. But it's going to be a hot day, so they're going to drink a lot on a hot day. So now I didn't use it all, so I'm going to go and fill it again. So as you guys who watch the channel know, I love using the coolers for the cantaloupes. And here you can see, I don't know if you can see in there, guys, I can't mess with the camera too much, but I keep my solution about 4 to 5 inches from the top when I top it off, because we got a domed lid here, so that provides room for air roots as well. So I definitely put in 1 gallon every day. You know, this, I could let it run lower, but I find it does better if I top everything off every day. You know, as we get near the end of the grow season, then I'll kind of just let them drink up what's in there, you know. This cucumber's starting to get a lot of cucumbers. I did have, you know, some that I picked that were nice, almost as big as my arm. And then it kind of slowed down for a little bit, and now there's a lot of little ones coming. There's one there. So this one, cucumber drinks a lot, so that'll probably be down a whole gallon. Yeah, I'll put the whole gallon in for that. So this plant here, this beautiful tomato plant here, got a little problem going on. I've got the peat pot is almost falling through the hole. So I'm going to tie this plant up. Hopefully later I'll tie it right to my tomato cage. For now, when I go to lift it, I'm lifting from the plant, not the bucket lid, because I don't want to make it fall through. So this one too, I'm filling up to about, I don't know, about 4 inches from the top. I'm putting a whole gallon in it. And that's about it, guys. So I'm not going to keep you for the other, mixing up the other buckets and topping off those ones outside. You guys get the idea. So I do have to go up here, and I'll be topping off this one. This is a 3-gallon bucket. This one doesn't take much, about half a bucket a day. You can see how prolific the peppers are. Peppers really love hydroponics. And cantaloupes and tomatoes. The yellow squash I did in the bags this year because I wasn't too happy with how they did. But I haven't had good luck with them no matter how I've done them in the last few years. I had one tomato die because of the heat. It was a little plum tomato, unfortunately, because I love those for sun-dried. But yeah, stuff happens. Everything else is looking healthy, so I'm happy about that. And so that's everything in here. And then about every other day I give a couple of like a half a bucket in each one of these coolers. And these coolers are both cantaloupes, and I think they're both 15 gallons, so I really don't have to worry about them every day, but generally about every other day I put about a half a bucket in, or a couple gallons anyway. Like I said, this one is not fruiting yet. Well, there's baby fruits, you know, just the tiny ones, but we'll have a lot of cantaloupes coming on this, so I'm glad these are staggered. Let me show you the roots on this one. So the cantaloupes really, they do drink a lot, and they really do love hydroponics, so I'm really happy with those. Anyway guys, that's it for this routine. So I'm happy to pick my first little tomato, or not, yeah, it's not little, it's a medium tomato. I forget what this is. I think it's a big boy, better boy. Better boy. Super slicer salad tomato. Anyway, I'm happy that they're starting to come in now, so we'll get some off of this one. I noticed end blossom rot on one of these, but fortunately not on all of them, just on one of them. But this one's perfectly nice. And so all that, guys, I take care of in about 15 minutes. So thanks everybody for watching. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. I hope your hydroponics and your gardens are doing good, and I hope you're doing good. Remember, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.